Hotels which are facing the hidden crisis and it is costing them millions. Just imagine running a hotel where guests who book a room is simply never show up. Yes, we are talking nearly 4 out of 10 guests. It is being potentially no show. So your room sits empty, revenue vanishes, and your staff is left scrambling. And this is not a hypothetical situation. It is a real costly problem for hotels everywhere. But what if I told you that there is a fortune just hiding the plain sight? Yeah, we are talking about nearly 1.5 million in recoverable revenue. And this loss is not from the market. It is from the solvable pattern in the booking behavior. The key here is that we can actually find this pattern using data science. That's exactly what I discovered by analyzing nearly 120,000 hotel booking. So let's check out the clear 3-step plan that I have put together for you. You are about to see it is not a theory. It is data-backed, actionable strategy. Hello everyone, my name is Somudip Dhar and I am a data analyst. Today I am excited to share with you all an end-to-end Python project analyzing the hotel booking cancellation in hospitality domain. Let's dive in. This presentation reveals 1.5 million in hidden revenue. Over next 40 minutes, I will show you exactly where hotels are bleeding money through cancellation and why this is happening. And most importantly, the 3 strategic fixes that turn the tide. This is the data-driven hospitality optimization in action. Let's begin. Before we begin, let me briefly introduce myself. I am a data analyst with expertise across the full analytical stack: Advanced Excel, SQL, Power BI, Python, and ETL process. I am currently doing virtual internship at Atlic Technologies, where I am applying these skills to solve the real world business problems. My passion lies in uncovering insight that drive strategic decision making, which is exactly what we'll explore today in the context of hotel revenue optimization. To set the context, let's understand the 2 types of hotel in our analysis. First, city hotel, which are located in the urban or the downtown areas. They primarily serve business travelers on short stay of the 1 to 3 nights. This hotel features compact, functional rooms and with business amenities like meeting rooms, Wi-Fi, and gyms. They are categorized by limited dining options, a fast-paced atmosphere, and high-rise building near major transport hubs and attractions. On the other hand, resort hotel, which are situated in the scenic location, beaches or mountains. They cater to leisure travelers seeking longer stays of 5 to 7 nights or more. These properties offer spacious rooms with scenic views, extensive recreation amenities including pools, spas, golf courses, and water sports. They feature multiple restaurants with all its inclusive options, a relaxed atmosphere, and they are designed as self-contained destination with spread out campus style layout. So understanding these two distinctions, which is crucial because as we see, cancellation pattern differs significantly between these property types. Now let's address the challenge at hand. Both city and resort hotel have been experiencing alarming high cancellation rates in recent years. It is creating multiple critical issues. First, fewer revenues. Cancellation directly impacted on bottom lines. Second, less the ideal hotel room utilization. Cancel booking leaves rooms vacant, representing lost opportunity cost. Our primary goal is clear: lower cancellation rate at both high hotel type and increase efficiency in revenue generation. To achieve this, we need to prove through business advice addressing the problem. The focus of our report is comprehensive analysis of the hotel booking cancellation. We need to understand not just what is happening, but why it is happening, and most importantly, what we can do about it. This analysis will reveal the key drivers of cancellation and provide the strategic roadmap for the recovery. Let's solve the problem together. Before we examine the data, it is essential to understand the logic connecting hospitality revenue and the cancellations. The impact of cancellation is straightforward but severe. Cancellations are the primary revenue threat. They are the biggest factor affecting hotels' ability to earn income effectively. Where a booking is cancelled, it results in vacant room. This empty room remained unfilled for the entire duration of the original booking. It is creating what we call the same year booking and the cancellation cycle. This logic assumes clients make and cancel their reservation within the same calendar year. For an analytical standpoint, our data is current and actionable. The information provided is valid for efficiently analyzing and planning hotel strategies, and critically, it represents untapped revenue potential. The framework assumes the hotel it is not yet using the suggested optimization solution we are present today. So this foundation helps us to understand that every cancellation, it is not just a lost booking. It is a room sitting empty, consuming overhead cost while generating zero revenue. This is the operational inefficiency we are working to solve. Let's examine the vital signs of our dataset, which reveals the scope of the problem. We analyzed 118,897 total booking and discovered the critical 37.1% of overall cancellation rate. This means nearly 4 out of 10 bookings are being lost. The average daily rate across all booking is $102, and the repeat guest rate stands at just 3.2%, a figure we will return to later. Our core insight is this: high cancellations are driving significant revenue leakage. This is not the random problem. It is driven by the identifiable factors. Especially, we have identified that pricing, or the average daily rate (ADR), lead time, and the distribution channel are primarily culprits. Let us illustrate the relationship. High pricing drives down the lead time, which in turn trigger the revenue leakage. Simultaneously, the distribution channel mix influence both pricing sensitivity and the lead time. It is creating complex but solvable challenge. Based on these findings, we have identified 3 strategic opportunities. First, implement risk-based deposit targeted long lead times and the city hotels specifically. Second, deploy dynamic pricing to adjust ADR and mitigate price sensitivity. Third, to achieve channel independence by the reducing our reliance on the online travel agent OTA, which currently account for the 47.4% of booking. These three pillars form the foundation of our recovery strategy. Our analysis began with three key hypotheses that guided our investigation. First, we suspected that more cancellations occur when the prices are higher. Essentially, price sensitivity drives cancellation behavior. Second, we hypothesized that when there is a longer waiting list, it is meaning longer lead times between the booking and the arrival. Customers tend to cancel more frequently. The longer the wait, the more likely circumstances changes. And third, we observed that the majority of the clients are coming from the offline travel agent to make their reservations, suggesting the potential disconnect between how the bookings are made and the cancellation behavior. Let's see what the data tells us about the assumptions. To test this hypothesis, we structure our analysis around three research questions. First question, what are the variables that affect hotel reservation cancellation? Second, how can we make hotel reservations cancellation better, especially what intervention will work? Third, and how will hotel be assisted in making pricing and a promotional decision that reduce cancellation while maximizing revenues. These three questions drove our analytical approach and shape our strategic solution that we deployed. Now let's dive into what the data revealed. First, the symptom of our problem is stark operational inefficiency at scale. Cancellation rates have reached a critical threshold, with nearly 4 out of 10 bookings failing to convert. The hotels are incurring massive opportunity cost in inventory management. Looking at the absolute number, we have 75,166 bookings that were not cancelled versus 44,224 that were cancelled. This creates what we call the phantom inventory. It is 37% of rooms are being held but not monetized. The key insight here is that more than one of the three booking result in zero revenue. This 37% gap represents vacant inventory that consume administrative overhead but yield no return. Every cancelled booking ties up a room that could have been sold to another guest. It is creating a cascading effect of lost opportunity. This is not the revenue problem. This is an efficiency crisis that affects staffing, resource allocation, and long-term planning. Let's visualize the erosion. Approximately 63% of bookings are retained, but 37% are lost to cancellations. The key insight: more than 1 in 3 booking results in zero revenue. This 37% gap represents vacant inventory that consume administrative overhead but yield no return. Think about this, what it means operationally. For every 100 rooms booked, 37 will sit empty despite being reserved. The hotel still incurs cost for holding these rooms, cleaning, maintenance, administrative processing, but receive nothing to return. This is a pure operational waste. This retention to cancellation ratio of roughly say 63 is to 37, it needs to shift dramatically if we want to achieve financially sustainability. Now the city hotel variance. Here is where the diagnosis gets specific. The cancellation burden, it is not evenly distributed. Looking at the cancellation variance by the hotel type, resort hotels show 28,900 total reservation with an 11,100 cancellation count, yielding a 27.8% cancellation rate. It is manageable operational risks. But the city hotel tells a very different story. 46,200 reservation with 33,100 cancellations. It is result in 41.7% cancellation rate. This is critical. There is 50% higher likelihood of cancellation at city properties. The strategic implication is clear. The challenge, it is not evenly distributed. City hotel shows the cancellation rate nearly 14% percentage points higher than the resort location. This means intervention must be aggressive for the city asset specifically. Our hypothesis about the nature of the city hotel traffic is validated here. The lower barrier to entry and the transient nature of the city hotel traffic leads to lower guest commitment compared to the resort stays, where guests have typically invested more planning and emotionally commitment into their vacations. Now let's examine one of our most critical findings. Cancellation spike as average daily rate rises. This chart shows the relationship between the cancel and the return booking over time from January 2016 from September 2017. What is immediately striking, it is the price friction revealed here. Cancel booking averaged $109 versus $97 for return booking. A 12% premium the market is rejecting. Here you can notice that how the orange line representing the cancel bookings consistently hover above the blue line of the return bookings. It is particularly during the high demand period in mid 2017. The market is telling us something important. We are pricing ourselves out of conversions. That 12% gap represents the pain threshold where the customer commitment breaks down. When the guest perceive the rate as too high relatively to value, or when they find better alternatives, they cancel. This finding directly validates our hypothesis and points toward the dynamic pricing as critical interventions. We must price for the conversion and the stickiness, not just the theoretical yield. Seasonality reveals another critical dimensions: volume versus vulnerability. The left chart shows the reservation status per month, and the blue represent not cancel, and the orange or the red is cancel booking. Notice the January anomaly: high cancellation spike despite lower volume. This is particularly puzzling and represents vulnerability point. Conversely, the August shows resilience. It has the higher premiums, over $115 ADR, the highest volume and yet maintains better retention. The right chart shows ADR per month with the August commanding peak pricing around $130. Our conclusion: peak season guests are valued resilient. Off-peak season are fragile. August travelers likely vacation focused with committed plans are willing to pay premium rates and less likely to cancel. January guests possibly booking speculatively or for the flexible business travel are more price sensitive and cancel prone. The price dynamic is clear. Peak season July through August commands 15 to 20% premiums with ADR over $115, while low season drops to around $85. This suggests January requires demand generation campaigns to offset drop-off, while peak season pricing can be maintained or even increased with proper value bundling. One of our most actionable findings related to booking lead time, the number of days between the bookings and arrival. We have identified what we call the lead time danger zone. Booking made more than 90 days out. Here's the risk meter. Booking made less than 30 days out fall the green zone. High retention, safe. The 30 to 90 days windows is yellow, moderate risk. It is requiring attention. But beyond 90 days, we enter the red zone with greater than 50% cancellation rate. The strategic implication is stark. Booking made 3 plus months in advance are statistically coin flips. It is holding this inventory without a deposit is financially liability. Think about the psychology. The future out someone's book, the further out someone books, the more likely the circumstances will change. Job situation, family commitments, health issues, or simply finding a better deal. Without without financial commitment in the form of deposit, there is no friction preventing cancellation. The finding directly informs our first strategic pillars. Risk-based deposit must be required for all bookings exceeding 90 days lead time. Now let's examine the distribution channels and the market concentrations, which reveals the structural fragility. Looking at the booking channels, direct booking account for just 11.7%, which is low cost but the high loyalty. Online travel agent dominant at 47.4%, but this is represents high cost and a high cancellation risks. Groups and other makes up approximately 41%. The direct channel offers the solid connection we need. These are guests who choose to book with us, specifically demonstrating brand affinity. But OTAs create the broken connection, where guests are shopping on prices and the convenience with little loyalty. Now look at the cancellation origins. Protocol accounts for the staggering 70% of all cancellations, despite being the local market. The next highest are Great Britain at 6.25%, Spain at at 5.54% and France at 4.93%. The remaining countries each contribute less than 3.5%. This reveals two critical vulnerabilities. We are over indexed on local Portuguese traffics via OTS, leading to high price sensitivity and a trip changing behavior. Guests are booking multiple properties and cancelling all. But second, we lack a direct relationship with 88% of our guests, making us vulnerable to competitive pricing and the platform policies. The strategic need is clear. We must shift the dependency away from OTS and build direct channels. Currently, 96.8% of guests are first-timers. We have virtually no repeat business. It is building a direct channel is the only path to sustainable repeat revenue. Now that we understand the problem, let's talk about the solution. We have developed a three-pillar strategic framework designed to systematically address each driver of cancellations. These are not the theoretical recommendations, they are actionable interventions with the measurable impact. Strategic pillar 1 is the risk-based deposit policies, and this is our highest priority intervention. The core principle is simple. Stop treating all bookings equally. Apply friction where risk is quantifiable. Here the logic. Data indicates non-refundable deposit. It is reduced cancellation rate by approximately 85%. Yet our current no deposit policy applies to 87% of booking, leaving inventory completely exposed. Our action plan has three triggers. Trigger 1, it require non-refundable deposit for booking made more than 90 days out. These long lead bookings have proven cancellation rates exceeding 50%. We cannot hold this inventory speculatively. Trigger 2 applies stricter cancellation windows for city hotels, given their 41.7% fail rate. City properties need tighter policies than resort location. Expectation: maintain flexibility for repeat guests and special requests to perceive relationships and encourage loyalty. The new policy framework includes 3 rules. First, the long read rule. It is required non-refundable deposit for all bookings made greater than 90 days in advance. Second, the city hotel rules. Apply stricter modification policies specifically for city hotel reservations to account for their higher risk profile. Third, the loyalty exceptions. Waive deposit for repeat guests to encourage direct retention and reward loyalty. The expected outcome: reduce overall cancellation rate from 7.1% to approximately 30%. It is represents 7 percentage point improvement, translating directly to revenue recovery and operational efficiency gain. Strategic pillar 2 is our dynamic pricing engine. It is designed for the price for the conversion, not just the theoretical revenue. Remember our finding: cancel booking average $109 versus $97 for the return bookings. That 12% ADR gap proves we are pricing ourselves out of the conversion. We must price for the stickiness, not just the yield. Our action plan includes three strategies. First, risk adjusted ADR. Automate 5 to 8% rate reduction for high risk profile, specifically long lead time booking and the city hotels to lock in the sales and the prevent shopping behavior. Second, refill strategy. Deployed last minute packages for the inventory 7 to 14 days out of refill cancel inventory. This tactical discount recover revenue that would otherwise be lost. Third, peak strategy. In August to July, our peak season, it used value add bundles like complimentary breakfast or the parking instead of discounting. Maintain rate integrity while enhancing perceived value. The smart pricing curve visualize the approach across the booking lead time. In the early bird segment, the high risk bookings made for in advance. It is reduced ADR by 5 to 8% to lock in conversion. During peak season, maintain rate but bundle service like breakfast and parking instead of discounting. This preserve rate integrity. In last minute segment, our inventory recovery window. Deployed aggressive discount 7 to 14 days pre-arrival to refill cancel slots. The insight that 12% ADR gap between cancel and return booking proves that we are pricing ourselves out of conversion. We must price for stickiness, not just the yield. Dynamic pricing ensure that we are always optimizing port revenue and the conversion. Strategic pillar 3 focuses on challenges and loyalty optimization, reducing our structural dependency on OTAs. The current situation is unsustainable. Our repeat guest rate is just 3.2%, meaning 96.8% of guests are first timers. We have virtually no direct relationship with our customer base. OTA accounts for 47.4% of booking. It is creating the broken connection where we are paying high commission for guests with no loyalty. Meanwhile, direct booking represent only 11.7%, a solid connection we desperately needed to grow. Our action plan checklist include three goals. First goal, grow direct booking from 11.7% to 20% in 12 months. It is nearly doubling our direct channel share. Second, intensive. Offer 10 to 15% discount for a direct booking, which still cost less than OTA commission while building the direct relationships. Loyalty. Launch a simple loyalty program targeting the 96% first timer base. It is encouraging repeat stays and the direct booking behavior. The conversion strategy visualized this as a funnel. OTA traffic at 47% share sits at the top. It is representing our current broken connection. Through our conversion strategy in the middle of the funnel, we aim to achieve our direct booking goal of 20% share, a solid connection. City Hotel Rescue Plan. Given the city hotels face the cancellation crisis at 41.7%, nearly 50% higher than the resort properties, we have developed a targeted rescue plan. The approach included automated pre-arrival emails sent at 3 and 7 days out for the reconfirm intent and bill commitment. It is reducing impulse cancellations. We are also offering exclusive local experience bundles to differentiate from the generic OTA listings, creating unique value and critically applying the stricter modification policies compared to the resort locations. It is given the high risk profile. The objective is clear: reduce 14 percentage point cancellation gap between city and resort asset. City holder requires aggressive, targeted intervention to close the performance gap. Let's talk executions. Our implementation roadmap spans 4 phases. Phase 1: immediate 0 to 30 days. Implement risk-based deposit rules for bookings exceeding 90 days lead time. This is our highest impact, fastest to deployed intervention. Phase 2: short term 1 to 3 months. Launch the direct booking campaigns and loyalty pilot program to begin shifting channel mixed. Phase 3: medium terms 3 to 6 months. Deploy the dynamic pricing engine and intensify the city hotel engagement tactics. Phase 4: long term 6 to 12 months. Implement machine learning predictive models to continuously optimize pricing and cancellation prediction. This phases approach ensures quick wins in phase 1 while building towards sophisticated automated optimization in phase 4. Let's quantify the opportunity. Our projected impact represent at 1.5 million annual opportunity. Target cancellation rate reduction from 37.1% to 29% and 8 percentage point improvement. Target direct booking share from 11.7% to 20%, nearly doubling our direct channel. Annual recovery revenue 1.5 million. This is not the theoretical. It is the mathematical result of reducing cancellation waste and shifting channel economics in our favor. By aligning deposit policies with the risk profile and optimizing our channel mix, we transform cancellation from an operational drain into the manageable revenue variable. As we state, by aligning deposit policies with the risk profile and optimizing our channel mix, we transform the cancellations from the operational drain into the manageable revenue variable. A brief note on methodology and the data integrity. For those who interested in the technical rigor behind the analysis, our data source comprised at 118,897 verified bookings records spanning from July 2015 to August 2017. Over 2 years of comprehensive transactional data. Tools which I used that Python for data processing, Pandas for data manipulation, Seaborn and Matplotlib for data visualization. Our cleaning protocol was rigorous. We remove outliers areas exceeding $5,000, excluded invalid zero guest bookings and dropped company and agent column due to excessive missing data, is ensuring the data quality. For the statistical validation, we conducted chi-square test where confirmed the hotel type and the cancellation collection with p-value less than 0.0011. It is statistically highly significant. We also ran the t-test, which confirmed the ADR significant between the cancel and the return booking. This rigorous approach ensures the recommendations are built on the solid statistical foundation, not assumptions. Thank you all for your time and attention. To summarize, we have identified 1.5 million revenue recovery opportunity driven by the strategic intervention in deposit policy, dynamic pricing, and channel optimization. The data is clear, the path forward is actionable, and the impact is measurable. I am Somadip Dhar and I am passionate about transforming data into the strategic advantage. If you'd like to discuss any analysis further, collaborate with the same project, or explore how data analytics can drive results in your organization, I would love to connect. You can reach me at somadipdhar4433 @gmail.com. Connect with me on LinkedIn under somadipdhar and check out our GitHub code at dharsomadip96. Thank you again, and I look forward to connecting you all. Bye bye.